And G.I. Jane coming up to the outside barrier. The Great New Zealand mare is the last one to link up. They're set now. This is one of the most tense moments in Queensland racing. The last few seconds before the start of the Stradbroke Handicap.
All right, boys, we've got a light. Come on.
Racing in the Stradbroke, St Basil began brilliantly. Messiah dropping back, Media fast away. Red Oog is showing plenty of speed in the early part. Shania Dana's driving through. Black Ink is going forward as well. Hard to catch is off the track in the early part. Outback Prince, Natural Blitz, Consular drifting back in the field. Cog Hill is fourth last. Settling down, Black Ink goes to the lead. They're running to the 1,000. Media second, hard to catch, going to third. Outback Prince to fourth, the outside. One Shania Dane, she's a little bit wide. Red Oog over on the inside. Miss Potential is revved up now. She's going up about 4 horses deep. Following up behind her is G.I. Jane. A length further back then to Yell in the centre. Messiah, last Scissoran. She's deep on the track. Further back, Daunting Lad. St Basil just a touch worse than midfield over on the inside. A length then to La Montagna. She's deep. Cog Hill behind her. A length further back to Consular. Natural Blitz. Well back is Magic Marvo and Star Shiraz is last of all. They thunder around the home turn and the Amy Stradbroke. Black Ink is taken on by Outback Prince. Media a length away third, coming wide, hard to catch. Miss Potential is still there. G.I. Jane the outside, and here comes La Montagna. La Montagna is putting in the big bounds right down the outside. G.I. Jane, Black Ink and La Montagna. La Montagna coming after G.I. Jane. La Montagna hit the lead. She's racing away from them in the run to the line. Great performance. La Montagna beat G.I. Jane. Cog Hill third. Magic Marvo fourth. Followed in by Black Ink. Then last Scissoran, Star Shiraz, Shania Dane, Daunting Lad, Black Oog, hard to catch, and St Basil Yell, Meteor. Consular was next. Further back then came Street Smart in company with Outback Prince, Messiah, and Miss Potential with Natural Blitz, the last one over the line. What a great filly she is, La Montagna, wide all of the way, but storming down the outside. And keeps up the great record of the 3-year-old fillies in the Stradbroke. And won't there be some excited people down in the enclosure? She's owned by some wonderful Queensland racing people, and all their lives it's been their ambition to win a Stradbroke Handicap. And this great filly has achieved it for them this afternoon. G.I. Jane from a wide gate swept to the front in the straight, but you can see La Montagna, and you thought La Montagna, 48.5 kilos on her back. She'll fly down the outside, and she came home with a thundering run in the straight. And La Montagna has been able to win the Stradbroke Handicap from G.I. Jane. Number 20 is the winner. Number 20 is first. La Montagna, raced by D.P. Lang and Mrs. S. Lang, G. Hallam, Mrs. L. Hallam, Mrs. A. Cullinane, and Mrs. E. Jackson, trained by Barry Baldwin. That's Barry's first win in the Stradbroke. Craig Newitt, the winning rider. She came from an outside barrier. She raced wide in the run, and she overpowered them in the straight. Number 20, La Montagna, is the winner of the Stradbroke Handicap. Number 6 is second, G.I. Jane, who ran her heart out today. She just couldn't hold off La Montagna. She's by Jafferville, out of Miss Distinction, trained by Neville Couchman, written by Scott Seamer. Number 8 gets third, Cog Hill, by Starway, out of Regal Flight, who was following up behind La Montagna, but she had too much acceleration for him in the straight. Michael Rod and Richard Collett. And number 18, Magic Marvo, flew home from well back in the field. He's got fourth. He's trained by Rod Craig and was written by Jason Taylor. That's the result of the Stradbroke, 26, 8 and 18. And here is La Montagna. What a great day this is for Queensland today. We won the Derby with Ice Chariot. Now we've won the Stradbroke with La Montagna. And here she is coming back now. Craig Newitt very excited when he went over the line. And now the big crowd with drizzling rain here at Eagle Farm, giving him a great reception as he makes his way back. He's back down near the 50-metre point now, and he's saluting to the big crowd. And here she is, coming back now. La Montagna, the winner of the Amy Stradbroke. La Montagna about to come back into the enclosure. La Montagna has started at $11. G.I. Jane, $11. Cog Hill, $7.50. Magic Marvo at $51. The favourite was Shania Dane at $7. $7 Shania Dane, the unplaced favourite in the Stradbroke. Well, David Lang, for 42 years, he was at the helm of the QTC. He retired recently and extended his interests in breeding and owning of racehorses. And David has always loved the Stradbroke because it's been the flagship race of the QTC. And whilst it's a great thrill for his partners in this filly this afternoon to win this race, it will be especially pleasing for David, who has had that wonderful association with the QTC, and now to win the flagship race. And here are the connections leading La Montagna back into the enclosure. What a great day for them today. Craig Newitt picking up the ride at the expense of Scott Galloway. Scott couldn't make the weight, couldn't get down to the 48.5 kilos. And Craig Newitt picked up the ride, rode her at the 48.5. And a wonderful performance. It might be overcast and cloudy, but not for the connections of La Montagna. Now the time for the race is 1:22.9, 1:22.9, 47.26 and 35.66 the splits. A half length in favour of La Montagna, a half length with a length and a quarter between second and third, a half length, a length and a quarter the margins. Craig Newitt going to scale. Everything seems to be okay as the chairman of stewards heads back to the weigh-out room just to confirm correct weight. But Craig Newitt has weighed out okay, and we stand by for the presentation ceremony to take place. La Montagna now being rugged.